So, you're on the hunt for arm workouts for women with weights. You might have read our guide to the best arm workouts for women but want to progress your workouts to include dumbbells and kettlebells, too. Well, you're in the right place. Building strong arms is a core tenet of overall health and well-being, yet tricep exercises and bicep exercises are often skipped in favor of endorphin-boosting runs or sweaty spin sessions. We get it, arm workouts with dumbbells and barbells can seem scary, but they needn't be. Wondering why building your arm strength is so important? Well, one 2018 study found that a training program using free weights helped improve tricep strength in older adults by up to 111%, while a 2023 study from Nature reported that training with barbells helped women increase their strength and muscle mass and lose body fat more effectively than doing bodyweight exercise. Of course, there are loads of different types of arm workout that all offer the benefits boasted above. Go with whatever session you enjoy most, whether that's home arm workouts with small weights or lifting super heavy in the gym.
Forward. Now, this movement is absolutely amazing for those rotator cuffs. It's so amazing for shoulder mobility, and it takes a little while to get all the way back with comfort and all the way forward. Please mobilize your body. I would rather you do one less exercise and actually focus more on mobility and warming up your body properly. If you want a full upper body mobility routine, let me know in the comments below. As you know, this YouTube channel is to make fitness simple for you, and I am here to help you go to the gym with absolute confidence. Not just the gym, home workouts. So without further ado, let's warm up. So guys, every single time you are training for strength or for power, or you're progressively overloading, especially if you're on the Strong program with the Tone and Sculpt app, which is my personal program on that platform, you will notice that all your big movements are always at the beginning of your workout, not mid and not end. The reason being is because that's when you have the most energy. So when you are strength training, when you are lifting weights, you're going to deplete your energy throughout your workout. So if you've ever felt really dizzy, or if you felt really depleted or really exhausted during your workout, that's because your muscles are depleting. So that's why we want to do those big moves right at the beginning and then work towards more supersets for intensity and isolations right at the end. And of course a burner if you're doing the Strong program. Right, few pro tips. Now I'm going to be so honest with you because number one, I don't want it to seem like I know everything because I just don't. And number two, we all learn something new every single day. I used to be absolutely intimidated of chest press. I actually never wanted to do it. I thought I never did it right. And I actually was really scared that I would just end up looking just not the way I wanted to look. And bottom line is, it's really only been probably, I'd say, 2 years, if that I've started to really incorporate barbell chest press into my routine. And this is probably the weakest exercise that I am at. I'm not strong in this at all, but for myself anyway, compared to other exercises, and I'm learning every single day. So these are tips that have helped me, but there are people who do it way better than I do, but these are just tips that help me, and I really hope they help you. And it's not as intimidating doing this exercise, I promise you that. So a tip, if you're doing this exercise by yourself, don't put clips on the barbell, because just in case it doesn't come back up, you can fling the weight from one side to another and then lift the barbell. So that's just a little safety tip. Number two, you're going to see a different variety of how people do a chest press. Some people do an overly extended back, just like so,
and it's like so overly extended, you can almost put like a massive box in there. However, I just think that's not very comfortable for me. So the tip that I want you to get is the following. When you're flat on the bench, your shoulders should retract back. That's what I want you to imagine. So don't just lay flat on the bench like this. Imagine your shoulders pinned back and retracting. If I'm just laying flat on the bench, that's how my shoulders would look. But if I'm retracting back, I'm pulling back and my chest is naturally coming up, meaning I'm ready to bring it to my chest and push and pull with my chest as well. That's what I want you to focus on. It's your chest doing the movement, not just your arms pushing it up. So that's why retracting back is gonna isolate your chest to do the lifting for you. So what I mean by that is, first of all, ensure that the barbell is nice and balanced and in center. Then you're gonna place your hands not parallel and narrow like this. You want it a little bit more wider. Now, this is me just laying flat on the bench, but retracting back, lifting my chest upright, slight arch. You will have a slight arch naturally for retracting your shoulders back. You're gonna lift the weight, lock it in, keep your hands nice and secure, bring the barbell to your chest, and then push back up. Good job, let's go. Press. So we're hitting that top area. So your bench needs to be inclined just like so. Same principle applies, retracting your shoulders back. You're gonna have a slight arch. If your back is completely flat, you can't isolate your chest. So naturally, by you retracting back, look, naturally, it's naturally gonna pin up. So that's why that arch is naturally going to happen. How many times did I say naturally? It's naturally, so naturally, just naturally going ding, 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 ding. Okay, so I'm gonna grab some 12s. You can always do a warm-up set prior. In the UK, we have our weights with kg. In America, I believe you have them in pounds. So I think this is about 25 pounds each dumbbell, but I don't bloody know. Anyway, so pin up, retract back, breathe in, look forward, chin tucked. Add a scoop of creatine in there. So I started to do that more and more just because I'm lifting a bit more now. So creatine is great for you. We're gonna up the weights to 15 kg. Remember, the entire workout is in the description box. Why do I put straps on? Well, because the only part of my body that doesn't seem to want to grow are my calves and my wrists. A pec fly. So essentially you're gonna grab this machine by the handle. You're gonna have a slight bend to your elbows. You're gonna bring in just like so. And then from there, we're gonna go into a lateral shoulder raise. So we're gonna grab our dumbbells. We're gonna stand nice and strong. slight lean forward, which helps me a bit with my lateral flies. And we're gonna do a lateral fly, just like so. 2 flies in 1 set. That's a bit heavy. We'll see how I feel about that. So a tip when doing this exercise, I'm still learning along the way too. Yet again, chest nice and strong, chin nice and tucked. You don't want to just pull. You don't want to just pull. You want to have a slight bend and almost like give yourself a hug. I know it sounds really silly, but giving yourself a hug is what I imagine. So you're gonna stretch and give yourself a hug, just like so. You're gonna come up like that. Superset, we're going to be doing a, oh my God, I feel like I've got a tight little pump. Joking. So the next exercise we're going to be doing is another superset. So this superset is going to require you to hit those delts. What do I mean about delts? Well, a little bit of fun fact for you. You see your shoulder right here? This pretty little boulder shoulder. Well, you have your front delt, you have your middle delt, you have your posterior deltoid. So you see you get all those nice little textured details on your shoulders. That's what hitting different parts of the shoulders means. So for example, when you're doing a shoulder press, you're actually hitting a lot of front and middle. When you are doing flies, if done correctly, you're hitting a lot of posterior rear delt. If you are doing lateral, you're hitting a lot of side. If you are doing front, of course, you're hitting the front delt, depending on your grip. So if you're doing front raises like this or like this, you're hitting your delt much more. If you're inverting like this, you're gonna be hitting that front delt, but also a bit of nice chesty chest. But it works well because this is a push session. Push consists of shoulders, chest, triceps, rear delts, which is shoulders. But you can also hit your rear delts on back day, which you will do on the Toner Sculpt app Strong program. So what I'm going to be doing now, just realized the weights I want are not here, but it's fine. We're going to push. We're going to be doing, definitely not. That's heavy. I don't have the weights I need. These are very heavy. Yeah, that one's sure. Anyway, we're gonna attempt it. If it's too heavy, we're gonna have to make do with something else. We're gonna have to get a barbell. But I'm gonna grab some 15s and then we're gonna grab some 5s and hit some front delts, seated. So you're gonna be sat down for the whole duration of next superset. Man, if you're gonna give this workout a go, it's definitely not beginner friendly, I will say. Maybe I should have said that at the beginning. But if you do wanna make it beginner friendly, let me know. and I can list you a brand new workout and I can pin it at the top of the comments so everybody can give something a go from this video. But you're gonna learn a lot. Right, face pulls. Now, there's a bit of drama behind face pulls. A lot of people go, it's terrible for you, it's not good for you. A lot of people are like, it's the best for you. I absolutely love it, personally. If done correctly, you're gonna hit those rear delts. So here's a few tips. It's called a face pull. That means you should be pulling towards your face, up top. Now when you're pulling, I don't want you to just pull down. I want you to pull nice and high. So depending on your grip will depend that. Now if I rotate out, I can pull a little bit higher. If I rotate in, it's gonna feel just a little bit more uncomfortable. So I'm rotating my grip outwards, just like so. I'm leaning back. I'm controlling my stance, as you can see, and I'm gonna pull towards my head a little bit higher if I can. Let me just lower the weight so I can get a little bit higher and hit that rear delt. This is not about how much you can lift. This is about the movement. So when you're bringing the rope towards you, you want to pull apart, hitting those rear delts nice and high, and then bring back. Remember, pull apart. And then down, controlling each and every single rep. You can reset if you want, but to keep that tension, I want you to keep on going. You're gonna be working a lot of core here as well. So you're getting a really, really good workout here. Woo! When you're doing calf raises, especially like if you have an elevation here, which you should, you're gonna go pump, pump, up, come down. You're gonna go pump, pump. Same principle with this, essentially. You wanna bring it down and down again, just like so, getting that last bit of squeeze. You're gonna bring it down and down again, but try and push it forward. Imagine when you're holding this and you're pushing forward, it's like you're bending. I want you to imagine you're bending this bar. That's what I want you to do, imagine. So you're gonna go push, push. But imagine as you're pushing, you're bending it. It's gonna hit that tricep so much more. So every single time I'm doing a tricep push down, I imagine the bar bending so I can get a better contraction. got the brand new hoodies from Honor Active. This is called Midnight Blue. I am so excited for these to launch on the 14th of December, just in time for Christmas. Brand new lounge. So this is our brand new classic lounge. I am so proud of this collection. It is warm, it is fluffy, it is colors that I know you're all gonna absolutely love. So 14th of December, you'll be able to purchase the brand new classic lounge. So I hope you learned something new today. And remember, I love you always and forever. Thank you for being here and thank you for choosing me to help you along the way.